sit, talk, shit, do the sauce, drip, yeah, my sauce. At one point I was broke, the nigga had to disable it. And now I'm the shit, however you wanna label.
What's good, y'all? We back with another reaction video. It's your boy L. We got the Heart Part 6 as promised by Drake. People saying this is probably going to be the last response between both of them. Sheesh, I ain't gonna lie, like it was hella entertaining from both sides. Like I said, like both artists, like they brought so much to music like over the past couple weeks that gotta applaud both of them. And like I've been saying before I even get into the video, at this point I do have Kendrick winning, but I gotta say, like, with everything that's going on, I gotta give my props to Drake for being able to, like, you know, respond to so many different people that you know, don't really fuck with him, like Metro and Ross and The Weeknd and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So I will give Drake that edge that you know, Kendrick can, you know, just kind of zone in more on just Drake. But yeah, before we get into it, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, gotta get those subs up. Just from what I'm seeing in the you know, in the data and stuff like that. I'm seeing the views, but I need to get those views up as well. I'd really appreciate it. What was I about to say? Shoot, I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Not really gonna talk too much. So it's already 5 o'clock. I gotta get to my this is Saturday, bro. I'm trying to enjoy it. Oh, well, I'm enjoying myself, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm just trying to be lazy today because next week at work is gonna be hella busy. So yeah, this is the Heart Part 6. This cover art is Dave Free, which, you know, you already know, like, Drake was saying. I think this is, I keep forgetting, but I think this was his manager, Kendrick's manager at one point, and cover art is, I guess, this is Dave Free's comment on somebody's post. So kind of funny, you know, the Heart Part 6 with it being Kendrick having all of, you know, his compilation of songs, the Heart 1 through 5, part 1 through 5, and then Drake kind of, you know, throwing shots at him with, like, the Heart Part 6. So it's funny because, like, right off the bat, kind of how Kendrick did with Euphoria, with the title being like a diss itself. This is like the same way. So Drake is kind of doing the same thing with this one. But let's check it out. And I love that, like, this and, like, what, Euphoria and this is 16. I don't know, but I know this and Euphoria had, like, two, like, great, like, soul samples, like, you know, oldies. So I want to say Aretha Franklin, but I'm not sure.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in.
Okay, he's already. And I wonder. I don't know. I wonder how this song, I wonder how this song is gonna go, because I don't like how I just said, this song is similar to Euphoria, and, like, the title of the song is kind of like a shot at Kendrick. And then, like, he just said, like, the Pulitzer Prizer is spiraling, like, pretty much in Euphoria he was saying in Euphoria, Kendrick was saying that the famous actor that we once knew is spiraling out of control. So he's kind of using his technique against him, I guess you could say, in a way.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connect, stand up, not fall down.
So he's pretty much like denying all like pretty much denying most of the allegations right now. So pretty much saying like if I was this, like if I was a rat, if I was this or that, you know, like this would have happened already. Like where's the proof pretty much, which is, you know, I think what a lot of fans in general like want from both sides is like, I mean, y'all throwing these allegations back and forth, but like where's the proof pretty much? And that's where I think that like I think Drake gets the edge in that too. Similar to how like again, you gotta go check out my last song, but like not my last song, but my last reaction. But I think it was the last one. There's so many diss tracks in this beef, but I think it was the last one where I was talking about how damn, I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
1090 Jake would've took all the walls down.
Oh, I was pretty much saying how you know, the fans like want proof and everything. So yeah, Kendrick had mentioned like, okay, like enough with the captions. I'm about all actions. And I was saying that like, you know, Drake, when it comes to being tapped in with like, I would say really like the internet and like, you know, what's really popping these days and stuff like that. Like he has an edge, like an advantage in that. Like he's more aware of that. I'm pretty sure most people know Kendrick is he's more so like he'll drop a track and then like he'll go, you know, do what he does, you know, whatever he does, whether it's raising the sun, chilling, laid back, whatever. So like he don't really, I know he don't really be on socials like that or nothing like that. So like I know Drake is a lot more involved when it comes to like the internet stuff. So like how I was saying, the fans want the proof. I'm pretty sure really with all these diss tracks, I'm pretty sure Drake has not only been listening to like Kendrick's actual diss records, he's also looking at like pretty much all the comments and what people are saying about him during the beef, and he's taking that and like taking that and kind of using it to be like, okay, like let me see, you know, if I can somehow utilize this to my advantage, like in my tracks.
1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connect, stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket.
So the ones you're getting your information from is all clowns. So what was that? In I think that was 616. Like I said, I keep losing track. I think it was 616 when he was talking about how have you ever thought about like if I don't, yeah, I think it was 616, but it's like, have you ever thought about like if OVO worked for me? You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much insinuating that, you know, there's a leak or like a mole within OVO that's like giving him like this information and stuff like that. So Drake's pretty much like, again, like rebuttaling on that, saying, hey, like whoever you got your information from supposedly is a clown.
Ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration.
I had to take a second. Okay, so he like I just said, he just said like whoever getting your information from is all clowns. But then he goes back and just says that he purposely put out the information and like he pretty much fed him false information.
Desperation, we plotted for far down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they are clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but
Yeah, that's not. I did hear some stuff about that, like, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that's more of a shot in the foot than it is like an actual shot at Kendrick, like a good rebuttal. Just because, like you just said, whoever you got your information was information from was a clown or clowns, and then you turn around and say, well, actually, we actually fed you that information. So, like, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't add up to where it's like, ah, man, like that's not true. Well, actually, we actually fed you the information on purpose, and that kind of gives him like, all right, like kind of saving face a little bit. He's trying, but that backfired, for sure. Like, there's certain, again, not trying to be not trying to be biased for Kendrick, but there are certain parts that, like, if you really look at it like from a neutral standpoint, where there's certain things that like Drake, it kind of backfired and he like misunderstood what he was talking about. Like, this is a perfect example of like he didn't really think that those lines through. And then also another example while I'm thinking about it is like, um I think that was on Family Matters when he was saying like mother I, and then talking about him being molested. Like, a like rapping about like him being molested is already like hella weird, and then B, um, a lot of people were saying that that song is not even about him being molested. It's a super personal song about his mother. So a lot of people were saying like he took that like in the wrong direction and like completely out of context. So, hmm but yeah, this one for sure. Yeah, like I said, I haven't heard that song, the Mother I song, but people who bump Kendrick and like are familiar with his music was saying like that's about his mom.
destination. But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation.
I like that part though.
Things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration.
It's like it's like all you Kendrick fans thinking this is desperate, thinking that this is Drake's expiration, which I heard about that too, and it's just like I, as far as like career ending, nah, you can't. I wouldn't say you can't, but like again, if there was like more undeniable facts about like the whole pedo thing, then I could see him being like actually canceled. But even then, it's like when you reach a certain level of stardom, like it's very hard. Like when you get like those stands that like defend you no matter what, um, you can't cancel them. I mean, people who have been on the channel for a while, like y'all already know, like, and I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but hey, I'm Chris Brown's my for I've always said this. He will forever be my favorite artist of all time. I grew up on his music. Still listen to his music to this day. Speaking of which, I got to drop um, a reaction to his latest feature. Can't remember the name of the song, but I think it's called "Wake Up." So I gotta do a reaction to that. But yeah, that's a prime example of like I'm kind of different because I'm not gonna sit here and like defend the whole Rihanna situation and everything else he might like he's doing. Cause like I just got tired of it. I was like, man, I'm not finna debate with people over like if their minds are. I'm not gonna try to change their minds if they already made up their mind. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with Drake. Like if something were to happen like that, like I doubt that he would get completely canceled.
Impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations?
So that's again, he's saying like the bones that we dug up, but it's just like where the bones at? You know what I'm saying? You talking about bones, but like the fans are trying to see what you're talking about. Like again, that's really gonna decide like who took like the biggest L like in this beef. But until we see the bones or the facts or whatever, then it is what it is. You choose which side you want to choose.
Me denying all of the allegations. Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This.
Okay, yeah, so that's what this is. This is him, Dave Free, leaving a heart emojis under Whitney's. Well, see, I didn't know that either. Like, I didn't know Kendrick's wife's or Kendrick's fiance or wife or whatever. I didn't know her name when I was reacting to the other stuff. So like, a lot of stuff went over my head because I'm not tapped into this stuff. But what else did he say?
Underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a Mr. Morale. You haven't seen the kids.
Oh, that part is like, yeah, like I guess if you think like that, then everybody's entitled to how they feel. I guess, but I'm at the age now, you know, like in my like later like, dang, I'm growing up, but I like in my later 20s where it's like I don't know, like the whole like, or I've been like that for a while now, even before getting to where I am now. But like the whole, oh, this guy doesn't follow this girl, or this girl doesn't follow this guy thing, and that must mean that they're just not cool or whatever. And like, I don't know, it just seems like pretty like. I was about to say that seems childish, and I can't even keep a straight face because like the whole pedal thing around Drake. But yeah, that just seems childish to me. Like just because this guy follows the Whitney and or like she follows him, she follows Dave Free and she doesn't follow Kendrick Lamar. It's just like and like to double down on that, like again, Kendrick don't be on socials like that. You know what I'm saying? So. But it is what it is.
Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected.
So first he said he hasn't seen his kids in 6 months. So that's kind of like along the same lines as like Drake, Kendrick saying like along the lines of Kendrick saying Drake doesn't like take care of his son or whatever. People were saying that his son lives overseas. I didn't know that either. And then he said,
collected and this Epstein.
Oh yeah, he said the Epstein angle was something that he expected, which again is like. I don't know. That's odd that like it's just like with the feeding false information. Like if you fed him false information, like as soon as he started putting it out there or released the track, like wouldn't you have like undeniable proof of like you collecting said false information and then releasing that, like like releasing like a voicemail or releasing like I don't know, like or just releasing pictures or something like a clear thing and then like expecting the Epstein angle, but I guess I don't know. he kind of, it just kind of seems like he came into this a little like he knew, but I think like his ego took over, and it was just like, man, fuck it, like I'm Drake type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I mean, don't get me wrong, Drake is huge. Like anybody that's why I said like when Kendrick was saying he ain't got no classics, I was like, shoot. I know everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I like I said, I still think Drake has two classics with Take Care and um Nothing Was the Same. But of course if you don't think so, that's fine. But yeah, you would just think that I don't know. I feel like it's if you're just a fan of like rap and hip hop, like of course you got your biases out there, but I feel like a good amount of people like respect Kendrick or at least acknowledge the fact that like he's talented and good at what he does. So it kind of just took like he it kind of just seemed like he um got let his ego get the best of him and didn't take Kendrick as serious. I guess he thought he was gonna just I guess take a super peaceful route and a slick J Cole route. But like again, everybody's changed their mind. They done switched and said that now we see why J Cole backed out. So shoot.
Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some direct shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother I, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. Okay, that was my bad. I had heard this. I had heard this. Just like I said in the previous videos, like this was like everywhere, and I was trying to study for finals and take finals, so I'm thinking this part is from uh, Family Matters. Yeah, I'm thinking this from like Family Matters, but it is from this song. So I apologize for that. It's just, golly, I couldn't really wrap my wrap my mind around all the disses. So this is the part where I was talking about where people who know Kendrick's music was saying like not him being molested, but actually his mother. So yeah, I definitely got mixed up because even when I'm doing these live reactions, like right here, it's like, bro, what song said this? What song said that? Like they dropped so much music.
That one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's crazy. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey playing while you pretty much reminisce on like being molested. That is wild. Um well, I can't even think straight after he said that.
This really got me second guessing.
The fact that he said like I don't even want to diss you anymore, I'm second guessing. So um yeah, like that's one thing I did was like I didn't want to like listen to like every single song and like in its entirety before I listened to these. But like again, that didn't stop stuff from being spoiled or leaked well, talked about, on social media or like with my friends and stuff. So um yeah, he pretty much is that and I see why now why people are saying like this is like a defense or like a retreat track. Pretty much like he's like, nah, like I mean I'm not even for it no more type thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of bowing out. So I see now why they said that.
My body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with.
Okay. Finally, people were saying that, and like again, like if you knew that he was taking like the Epstein angle or whatever, like why didn't you like nip that in the bud like immediately? You know what I'm saying? Like that should have been something you said like I'm not a pedo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like it's just crazy that it took him so long, like on what might be like the last diss track in the whole thing to say that. You know what I mean?
The angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly,
I'm trying, like, bro. I'm trying. I keep trying to tell you, I am not biased for Kendrick, bro. But golly, I'm. Y'all gotta really. I was just talking to my sister earlier, my older sister, and like I was telling her like the main reason like why the people are like on Drake's side is they're either stands that that aren't really listening, or they're fans or whoever it is, they're just not listening. Excuse me, they're just not listening to like what both of them are saying, and like this is a prime example of like you pretty much just said in so many words that what Kendrick suggested you are too rich for. Let me see.
too respected. Damn, why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but
yeah, so he pretty much just said I'm too respected and I'm too famous for what he suggested, which is crazy when you think about what that means. It's like don't even think about the R. Kellys, the Chris Browns, the Michael Jacksons, the shoot, I can go. If you think about it, there's so many famous people like, and that's just musicians that like, were that have been not above the law. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it comes down to. So it's like that's wild.
I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment.
That was fire. That was fire. That was fire.
I'm finna run the radio house for a minute to get this cage.
All right.
They will sleep, so.
Oh, okay, I got you. Sheesh. He said the deep cuts that never healed have been infected, and he said
the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment.
Said fuck the girl and got her pregnant. That's breeding resentment. That's tough.
Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
I heard about that too. People saying that he flipped it. So let me see.
Name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
And I think I might be tripping, but it feels like I hear like the piano keys in the background too. But that was cool. Like how he was attempting to flip it. I still think I can't lie. I still think that the A minor thing is still better. But I'll give it to him at the attempt to like try and flip that scheme with like other other chords and everything, like, you know, but that A minor, it just, as they say, it just hit different, bro.
Fans, who was it? You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager.
Ooh. That golly, he keeps he's making me do it, bro. Because like at first I was gonna say, ooh, that line's nasty too, but then he said, okay, so he said,
Mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager.
He said only looking at Whitney's, and he said not looking at Millie Bobby Browns. I don't double look at a teenager, but like the Millie Bobby Brown, I was gonna say, okay, like I get it, because I was gonna say it was clever how he said like Whitney, Millie Bobby Brown, like Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston. But like the fact that you say you don't like do a double take at teenagers, and so then it's like, so are you still looking at them though? Like you saying like I don't double take, but do you still look though? Like, golly, man.
I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later.
I don't know about that. I think because he's talking about something. He said that he bought, like he's buying comments and views and all that stuff. But I don't know. I think it's all legit. Cause all the other diss tracks, as far as I know, I haven't checked in a little while, but like I think all of them are around the same amount of views, if I'm not mistaken. Like they're all around like between maybe like 17 to maybe like 18 to like 20, 21 million, like for each. So like I'm talking about Kendrick and Drake, like all of them around the same amount of views. I think the only one that kind of falls short was probably like is a little bit on the lower end. It's probably 616. Actually, let me double check. And I think it's really because a lot of people just didn't really understand 616. 616. Let me go to his actual. Go to his. Oh. But yeah, I think this is the only one that like actually. I'm so tired of that ad, bro. Oh. Okay, well, I don't even know where it's even at, but anyway. Where is that at?
Turn a cloud chaser instead of if you still yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each.
Okay. But yeah, like they're all around the same amount of views, so it's like I think it's really pretty much like Hitmaker Drake, because he's always gonna get the views anyway, versus somebody who rarely ever pops out with this much music. So like the whole like buying comments and buying views things doesn't really land just because of that fact. You know what I'm saying? Like when people come out of hiding at that's like if Rihanna like really wanted to that's like if Rihanna really wanted to like come out and drop music now, like she gonna have the views and everything. Or like if Beyonce took like a year break, she gonna have the views too. So
each chamber, your ass in extreme, about the need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yep. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't
Okay, yeah, that's all right, so two things, like, and I don't even know how true it is, like, somebody let me know in the comments or something like that, because they were saying that Kendrick was defending, well, was pretty much like telling Spotify, like, if they take down R. Kelly's music, then they gotta take his down too. But they were saying that like there was something deeper within that. They were pretty much saying that something to do with like X's X Tentacion's music or something like that. Something dealing with him, that's really why he did it. Um, so yeah, I'm not too sure about that situation again. And then uh,
Deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand.
oh yeah, and then him saying like a hypocrite. I think again like that's him throwing like more body shots at Kendrick, just because again like how he mentioned how Kendrick was like some black activist and all this stuff, but he has a mixed wife. So like, that's mm, it's kind of true. Like, if he, I mean, again, I don't get into all that stuff a lot of times, just because uh, when it comes down to a lot of stuff, bro, I just feel like it comes down to like opinions, and so I'm like, bro, what if you think that, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. I mean,
Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor.
oh my god.
When I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
Oh my.
I promise.
So when I hit you back, it's gonna be a lot safer. He's doubling down on the him on Kendrick beating on his wife. That's crazy. But he also doubled down again on the "I'll see you later." You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I'll see you later. Like, I'm done with this. So it makes sense why people are saying like it looks like this is gonna be the end of the beef.
Yeah.
Which they gave us plenty of
I'm
music.
not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist.
Which, like, I believe it. Like, Kendrick's in it for the long haul. Like, he pretty much is like, hey, like, if we boxing, like, I don't mind going all 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, he said, like, burnt out. So, like, it sounds like he burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Even with him doing, like, this, like, last minute of his, I think it's going to be him, I guess, talking for the rest of it. It sounds like he's pretty much done.
We finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit, but...
Hey, everybody else dancing to it, though. Everybody else is dancing to it. I keep seeing, like, I swear, like, every day I'm just seeing more and more people, like, playing it, dancing to it. Like, it's crazy.
You know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you.
Yes.
Bring you back to the game, like, you know.
That's true.
Just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts.
Is it?
I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Both of y'all. Not just you. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Yeah, that last part, I'm like, bro, both of y'all, like, haven't pulled any like real receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like, any true facts. So, like, to say that, I'm like, both of y'all are hypocrites in that regard. But yeah, That was The Heart Part 6. Yeah, I still think Kendrick definitely won. If I were to say, see, it depends. Like if we're going off of like that being part of it, which it is what it is. For me, I personally like, even with these videos, that's why I started at push-ups, because like it's song versus song. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas if you're just talking about Kendrick's verse versus push-ups, then of course push-ups gonna win, because I mean Kendrick only had a verse. But if you're talking about like that versus push-ups, then like that is definitely way better. But to me, like if you were to go down the timeline, I think like by my timeline, like if we're doing push-ups and then push-ups against Euphoria, and then what was Taylor Made versus what was it, 616? Yeah, 616, and then I have it to where Kendrick wins 3-1. Yeah, I have it to where Kendrick wins 3-1, and I think the only reason why I give Drake 1 is because of 616 versus Taylor Made. Again, I didn't really like Taylor Made. It was definitely something like out of the box, but then again, Quavo did it, but I ain't like it when he did it, and that's of course I'm a Chris Brown huge fan, but still, like, I don't know, I feel like it's, if you beefing with somebody, like, it's just be you and them. But yeah, Taylor Made over 616. And I would say, honestly, that Meet the Grams falls short to Meet the Grams falls short to Family Matters. But the only reason and it's like that, like I give like it's literally like a small edge, is because he dropped it right after. If he didn't drop Meet the Grams like right after, if he would have like waited like a day or so, then I think that Family Matters would have gotten like a lot more time for people to digest it and be like, oh shoot, like Drake ain't playing. And I feel like me and like a lot of other people feel like that was Drake's, like, to me at least, that was like his biggest song. I mean, biggest diss track, everything. He dissed a lot of different people, you know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of people saying that like it would have been a lot better if it was just Kendrick, but I get it. Drake gotta talk to multiple people. But yeah, if he didn't drop like 30 minutes after Drake, then it would be 3-2. But that's how I see it. Let me know who y'all think won in the comments. Like I said, that's just my opinion as somebody who enjoys both artists' music. You know what I'm saying? I like both of their music. I'm just here to react and enjoy the music. But like Drake said, it was great for the fans. Like, I think out of everybody, the fans won because everybody got like really good music from both people. So, but shoot, it's been almost 45 minutes of me reacting and talking. So I'm finna hop off here and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. But until next time, L signing out.
Sit, talk, shit, do the sauce drip, yeah, my sauce. At one point I was broke, the nigga had to disable it. And now I'm the shit, however you wanna label